Coming up on Fulton Today, after weeks of training, Fulton's first responders welcome in their newest members. And we'll show you how a group of residents made the transition to better their lives. That and more starts right now on Fulton Today. Welcome to Fulton Today, everybody. I'm Shania Chavis-Rucker. We have important county news to share with you.
Victory!
The Fulton Board of Assessors takes action on the resolution approved by Fulton commissioners to correct the 2017 tax assessment notices. FGTV's Brian Robinson was at the meeting and has the story.
Shania, a week to the day that the Board of Commissioners voted to provide taxpayers with fair and equitable assessments, the Board of Assessors had to call a special meeting to make those actions by the commissioners official.
This is great news. Kudos to the Board of Assessors for their unanimous vote, basically affirming the action that the Board of Commissioners of Fulton County took last week in terms of correcting the 2017 digest. But it basically does affirm our action, and I'm very excited about going forward. And this is great news for the citizens, the residents of Fulton County. So this is a great day.
Here's what's next. All property owners will receive new notices in August. For those who had already submitted an appeal, it will be voided and they will receive an official notice from the Board of Assessors. Now, once completed, the updated 2017 assessment information will be posted online. Reporting for FGTV, I'm Brian Robinson.
Thank you very much. Meanwhile, Fulton's first responders welcome in the newest members of its life-saving team. The Fulton County Fire and Rescue Department graduated 18 new firefighters at the Public Safety Training Center. The graduates successfully completed their many months of recruit training.
The guys, they were just beaming, ready to go, and it was fun to be able to present them with their helmets and their station assignments and meet their families.
After beginning training in early March, each recruit went through a series of hands-on drills that included rescue practices, firefighter safety, survival, hazardous materials operations, and many other essential disciplines.
The toughest part of school, it was the mental part. Buckling down, studying, a lot of studying. It was definitely, you have to really put your mind to it. Definitely mentally and physically.
When it first started, it was kind of difficult, but again, like Captain Parker said, we all came together as a team, so that made it a lot easier. Conquered some fears, but it was a good experience overall.
As a result, each firefighter is now Georgia State certified at the NPQ 1 and 2 levels.
And the thing I'm most proud of, these guys, they got their NPQ 1, which is National Professional Qualifications, and they got their NPQ 2 to become state certified firefighters. And they also had to get hazmat and hazmat NPQ. And this is the first class that I know of that passed all three of those tests with no failures.
What an accomplishment. Now, following graduation, the new firefighters were assigned throughout the department's 10 fire stations in South Fulton. Well, for those with mental health issues who find themselves on the wrong side of the law, oftentimes have a hard time connecting with services for medication support and community support. Well, enter in the Fulton County Superior Court Behavioral Health Court program, a program that provides those very needs. Here now to tell us a little bit about the recent graduation and the program is Jonathan Tucker. He is the Health Treatment Program Coordinator. Welcome to Fulton Today.
Hi, Shania. Thanks for having me.
So explain to everyone exactly what the Behavioral Health Court Treatment Program is and just how long it lasts.
Behavioral Treatment Court is an 18 to 24-month accountability program that seeks to help individuals be productive members of society by taking care of their mental illness.
Excellent. And now tell us more about how the program is structured and the services it provides.
Well, the way the program is structured is for wraparound care. So for any individual who comes into Behavioral Treatment Court, they're immediately assigned a case manager and a clinician that follows them as they matriculate through the program. And what we do is they have individual therapy, they have group therapy with other peers, and of course case management services. In addition to that, we link them to services in the community, psychiatrists, psychologists, so that once they finish the program, they'll still have that support piece in place. In addition, we offer community supervision. So it really is a program that wraps our clients with complete care to help them learn how to deal with their mental illness.
And upon completion, there is a graduation ceremony that we had the pleasure of seeing ourselves. Tell us about it.
Well, graduation oftentimes means you've completed something. For individuals who have a mental illness, you never really complete that. As I always say, you'll eventually transition from this program, but your mental illness might never leave. And so we say transition, let them know they're shifting from one state to another. They're shifting from a place of not necessarily taking care of their mental health needs to a place where they're now more responsible and they are doing more self-care. And so it's more of a transition as opposed to you completed this phase of your life. You're transitioning from this state of care to another state of care.
And you know, there are some naysayers who say this is just a get out of jail free card. What do you say to them?
Well, when I hear the word free, I think that there's no cost associated with it. And that'd be inaccurate because every individual that comes to this program, again, is 18 to 24 months. So it costs them time, energy, effort, because what we're having is people who are completely changing their lives. We take high-risk, high-need clients, which means they are felony offenders who have been in the system for a while. And so it's costing them the ability to change their lives to prevent themselves from continuing to be incarcerated. So there's nothing free about it, and there's even a financial aspect attached to it. So literally, these are individuals who have to put in the work because, again, they can be terminated. If they don't complete the program, prison is still an option for them. So individuals have to take the time and energy to go through the classes, to meet with individuals therapy, to see their outside providers. So there is a cost that they're having to endure. There's work being put in, and it's actually more beneficial because if I have a mental illness, you send me to prison, that's not addressed. Once I get out, I still have the same problems. What this does, it allows you to address the issue in the community that you live in so that you can continue to be a productive member of society.
And from understanding this program, I read that Behavioral Health Treatment Court has reduced the cost of recurring arrest for offenders and those with mental health issues. Talk to us about that.
Well, easily, the cost of taxpayers to house individuals in jail is astronomical in comparison to how much it costs to put them in this program. And one example I always give is this. If I'm working with an individual who is suicidal, if they decide to commit suicide in their car, they run into the back of somebody. So they've now jacked up their lives. They now messed up the lives of the person they ran into. Let's say it's during rush hour. They have now caused this traffic jam, and there's so much cost associated with it. But being able to see them in my office and work with them to talk them off that ledge, they're no longer suicidal. You might not see that cost, but there's an impact there. Same thing with currently continue to be incarcerated. It's taxpayers' money to continue to house them, continue to feed them, continue to get their medication, as opposed to having these individuals out in the community being stable, who are learning to take care of their mental illness. That way there's that the county is not carrying that burden, and that individual is now responsible for their well-being. And I think that alone is a great reward to our community.
Well, Jonathan Tucker, we here at FGTV love this program. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Now, to learn more about the Superior Court Behavioral Health Treatment Program, you can just give them a call at 404-612-2400. Fulton County Citizens University students go one-on-one with some of the county's top justice officials. It was the evening to learn all about the county's justice system. District Attorney Paul Howard, Sheriff Ted Jackson, and Chief Juvenile Court Judge Bradley Boyd were just some of the justice officials who explained how their respective departments ensure that all people are safe. The students were taught how cases are divided among the different levels of court and the grant educational programs in place to help those in need to get their lives back on track. For the students, it was all jaw-dropping information.
The justice system is overwhelmed with so many things that they have to get done. The process, the different levels of courts, the conditions of people, whether they have a mental illness, and we don't have mental illness facilities, but they get caught up in the system. Shot spotters, it seems like a really good system we should go ahead and implement in order for just the overall safety of all people.
Next week, the class pays a visit to the External Affairs Department, which includes a behind-the-scenes look of FGTV. Junior deputies with the Sheriff's Office also have a better understanding of the justice system and the law. The students who took part in the junior deputy program were trained on defense tactics and active shooter scenarios at the county's Public Safety Training Center in College Park.
This is our third summer conducting the junior deputy program. Each year it grows. This year we have all males in the program. We have around 15 males, and they're having fun. They also, it's like a mini law enforcement academy, and also we have some fun things for them as well.
The 11 to 16-year-olds participating in the week-long program were also taught valuable life skills such as an introduction to CPR, fire drill simulation, physical fitness, and team-building exercises.
What I hope for them to take away from the program is to remain active, always do something, eat healthy, you think before you react, and always know how to be approachable and approach others, especially law enforcement.
Though lots of mental and physical energy was exerted, it was a productive experience they won't soon forget.
I think it's great. It's real fun. We do a lot of good activities, especially we have a lot of education on how deputies and police officers and sheriffs do what they do and how they get it finished.
It was a good learning experience. We learned about teamwork and learned about what to do to keep us out of trouble and stuff, and about the whole police unit.
Now, if you would like more information about the Junior Deputy Program for next summer, you can call 404-612-3480. And still to come on Fulton Today, we'll introduce you to the 2017 Master Chef Junior. It's in our district-by-district coverage next. One commissioner helps to clean up an area in central Fulton, and another honors a 12-year-old who hits it big on national TV. Here's this week's district-by-district coverage. We begin with Chairman John Eves and the follow-up to the Father's Day Community Give Back. The at-large commissioner joined a number of nonprofit organizations and Fulton businesses for the cleanup effort of Pine Street from Piedmont Avenue to Juniper Street. The public service project included a food drive to feed homeless men and women in the Renaissance Park area.
They were addressing some of the areas around Peachtree and Pine, providing food to the homeless community, our brothers and sisters who are there, sometimes sleeping in parks. And so I just offered my thanks and my congratulations and my commendation to this group of millennials who devoted their Father's Day to do some good work in our community.
So the count is in, and over 200 homeless men and women were provided food during the service project. District 1 Commissioner Liz Hausman honors a Young County resident who is now the 2017 Master Chef Junior champion. Jasmine Stewart took top prize over all of her peers on the national Fox cooking show. Master Chef Junior is an American cooking competition involving children from ages 8 to 13. Now, the commissioner honored the 12-year-old with her very own day.
Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Commissioners of Fulton County recognizes Jasmine Stewart for her culinary skills that are well beyond her 12 years and for making all of Fulton County proud on the national stage, and does hereby proclaim Wednesday, June 21st, 2017 as Jasmine Stewart Appreciation Day in Fulton County, Georgia. Congratulations.
I'm so honored to receive this proclamation today. I want to thank the Board of Fulton County for giving me this award. I'm so honored. It's just been amazing to have so much support from Georgia on this amazing journey I've been on, and I'm so glad I got to represent this amazing state because we are pretty awesome.
Jasmine won the 5th season of the competition, and she had to be judged by nationally renowned tough chef Gordon Ramsay. She is the 2nd female winner and the first previously eliminated contestant to win the competition. And speaking of proclamations, the District 5 Commissioner recognized the popular local line dancing performers known as the Beulah Boys. The men range in age, get this, from 63 to 77, and they perform for all kinds of community festivals and events. They've even performed at county functions in the past. The members are from the Beulah Baptist Church, but they say they are more than just dancers.
We don't just dance to have fun. we're on a mission. We're dancing to fight prostate. And we ask that you go home and talk to your neighbors, your friend, your enemy, or whoever. Tell them to go get checked.
The retired gentlemen enjoy helping at health promotional events and senior centers to raise awareness about prostate cancer. Now, you can learn more about them at this website. And finally, in District 6,
we're going to do it on 1, 2, 3, pull. All the way down.
Fulton County officials celebrate the renaming of the South Fulton Library to the Gladys S Denard Library at South Fulton. Ms. Denard was branch manager at the library. She died following injuries sustained after being shot on the job by a disgruntled employee. On this day, colleagues, family, and friends remembered her fondly.
This day is very, very remarkable for me and my family, my sister especially. It's like a second home to us. So to see this finally happen for us is a great thing for my family and I.
We are so pleased to have this opportunity to come and share and celebrate once again the construction or renovation of this most beautiful library. And it's special to us because the spirit of Gladys S Denard is here with us as we honor her and her particular unique contribution, not only to this library, but to the community.
Library officials say that Ms. Denard left a legacy of well-trained librarians and staff. The Gladys S Denard Library at South Fulton is located at 4055 Flat Shoals Road in Union City. And still to come, a new team is in place to make sure that you have excellent customer service with the county. We'll explain. Well, Fulton County, as you may know, is the most populous county in the state, and that means there are a lot of customers to serve. Well, Bridget Bailey is Fulton's new Director of Customer Experience and Solutions, a new office within the County Manager's office. Welcome to Fulton Today.
Thank you, Shani, for having me.
And though you've been here forever, you've been assigned this new role. Tell us what you'll be doing.
You know, one of the most important things to an organization is the effectiveness of the customer service that it provides and how the customer perceives that. Part of Fulton County's new initiative is making sure that the customer service experience is a positive one. And so in my new role, I'll be working with departments across Fulton County to make sure that that is exactly what happens. We want to have great customer service, whether it is internal or external. So I'll be working with various departments, from developing standardized greetings all the way to working with the Department of Information and Technology to the redesign of our county's website. I'm going to be sitting on the digital strategy team, working with them in that effort, and I'll also be working to develop and revamp some of our employee recognition programs. I'll be working to develop performance metrics for customer service. We're going to really want to look at how we measure customer service here within the county, and I'll also be working with our employee development division in an effort to develop a countywide training program.
And the improvement in customer service has been really important to the county manager since he came on board in 2015. Talk to us about that connection.
Yes, the county manager has been extremely dedicated to this initiative and has stressed the significance of shaping service delivery from the customer perspective to ensure that their experience is a positive one. The county manager, along with all of Fulton County leadership, would like to see 5-star customer service provided to its citizens and also to its employees. And we'll do that by making sure that things are accurate, they're accessible, they're convenient and user-friendly for everyone.
And Bridget, where will you start with the work that you're trying to accomplish?
One of the things that is first on my agenda to do was to develop a customer service model that would help us identify the areas that we need to concentrate on, where we need to either implement or improve upon some of our customer service initiatives. So that's something that we've been able to accomplish fairly quickly in my role here. The second thing that I've been working on is actually a customer service policy. That is something that's currently under review right now. And the whole idea of having the customer service policy is so that we have a standardized framework from which to operate, and that will define both how we provide customer service both externally and internally. One of the other initiatives that are kind of at the forefront of my agenda is to work with our Employee Development Division in developing a county-wide customer service training program for all county employees. And so those are about 3 or 4 of the different things that I've been working on up front, but trust me, there is certainly much more to come as we have a lot of work to do.
And your final thoughts?
Sure. As a longtime county employee with over about 19 years of experience here at Fulton County and in working in various departments throughout the organization, I've personally experienced some exceptional customer service, and I've also experienced some average customer service. So one of the things that we want to do here is pretty much create an environment where we have engaged employees who are dedicated to providing quality service. We want every experience here at Fulton County to be exceptional, so that's something that's going to be very important for us to do. We aim to develop the people, the technology, and a culture that will foster that kind of environment that's going to make sure that we provide quality service. I can only hope to serve as a change agent in doing so, and the good thing is that we have the support of Fulton County leadership to make sure that these customer service initiatives go forth.
Well, Bridget Bailey, congratulations on your new role. We look forward to hearing how this works out for county residents.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, Fulton County does have a dedicated customer service phone line. Additional customer platforms are also in the works. Well, in health news, Fulton does its part to get people tested for HIV. In recognition of this year's National HIV Testing Day, members of the county's health team set up shop inside the Weston Mall. Armed with information and free screenings, staffers encouraged mall shoppers to learn their status.
Fulton County is 5th in the nation for HIV/AIDS cases. And in fact, in the state of Georgia, Fulton County has the most burden of HIV. So it's important to not only know your status, but to get tested on an annual basis based on your particular risk factors.
We're offering a very valuable service. This happens to be HIV testing, but we've got all kinds of other testing inside, from cholesterol to your blood pressure, all of which we all need to know to be able to take care of ourselves. We're just having a tremendous response.
Now, the 2017 federal theme for the National HIV Testing Day is Test Your Way, Do It Today. Fulton residents can get tested at county health facilities any day that they are open. Recently, we shared with you how stress is causing preventable illnesses in seniors and sometimes even leading to death. Well, here's a way that some people are keeping that stress down.
Take our hands at the back of the head.
This meditation class at the East Roswell Branch Library is one of the many classes conducted countywide at Fulton facilities. Now, here are some of the benefits of meditation as some of these people have learned. Meditation reduces stress and improves concentration. The activity encourages a healthy lifestyle and it increases self-awareness. Instructors say that meditation also benefits one's cardiovascular and immune health, and the practice increases happiness and slows aging. You can find a meditation class closest to you at afpls.org. And still to come on Fulton Today, a group of young people get to show off their creative flair. We'll take you there. Stay with us. The 2017 Authors Book Fair is quite literally in the books. The Fulton County Employees Association showcased local authors at the Fulton County Government Center and allowed employees aspiring to be authors a chance to promote their books.
I really applaud the effort of the employee group in Fulton County to spread the word about reading, the importance of reading. So I think it's a good, worthwhile community event.
From children's to inspirational to mystery books, there were plenty of genres for readers to enjoy.
I'm so grateful that Fulton County has decided to allow us to have an Authors Day. And it's really special that, people who work for the county get an opportunity to share their craft and share our words.
The Fulton County Employees Association provides benevolent and charitable events to employees and their families as a way to boost morale. The purpose of the annual Authors Book Fair is to inspire employees to read more and promote fun in the workplace. And finally, a group of youngsters put their creativity on display. Officials at the Martin Luther King Jr. Library held an event called Tasty Lunchtime Craft. The program gave young children and tweens an opportunity to relax and show off their creative side by decorating their own dinner time placemats and sun visors.
In addition to that, we have the Mayor's Food Program who's sponsoring delicious, nutritious foods for them to accompany their placemats. And naturally, they won't put the food on their placemats because it will destroy them, but they'll be able to take their placemats home in remembrance of this particular craft experience.
Tasty Lunchtime Craft is just one of the many events tied to the library system's Build a Better World summer reading program.
They're getting a lot. First of all, during the summer, some families might not be able to provide for the kids. So the kids enjoy coming to the library today to eat. At least they are sure, they're guaranteed of their lunch. Then the craft is part of the summer reading program. So that is helping them to educate them, in a very meaningful way.
For a list of upcoming events, you can log on to afpls.org. And before we go, our reminder that we'd like to connect with you online. Check us out anytime on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and our YouTube channel. Well, that does it for this edition of Fulton Today. Thank you so much for watching. Join us each week for news around and about Fulton County.